Okay, so I'm back at it with my face. This time we're going to do things a little bit differently, and I don't exactly know how this is all going to be pulled together, but my angels are telling me to trust the process. Even as I'm pressing play, I am aware of my state of presence. I had a few drinks last night and I was not feeling up to par this morning, so this is actually why I'm doing this entire video right now, is because I wasn't feeling well this morning because of my decisions last night. So I had a shower, and in the shower I observed my state of presence to become this beautiful geographical density, if you will. So I became external of myself, and my whole being shifted into a different, not geographical, geometrical state of presence, and my whole body shifted, and I changed into this diamond-like meditative state, and I was all of a sudden shifted into a new place. I had never been before. I've been to a few different places within the astral realm, which is again kind of why I'm here to share my story. And this particular place was the Temple of Peace. And I was met there by 3 feminine forms. No names were given, although I am in very intuitive awareness of why they're not being given in this moment, only because I'm not particularly aware how to place them within my own presence. Again, like, I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm evolving. I'm also all of a sudden being transmuted and transported through space and time into the Temple of Peace. And I'm having this conversation about cleansing, and they take me to 3 other temples that have been located in and throughout my holy heart and our eternal creation. And I was taken there for purification, for cleansing, and for renewal. And at the very end of all of it, I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I honor you. I honor our time together. Now what? And they asked me to make this video for you. These angelic presences asked me to tell you what it was like the first time I woke up in heaven by mistake. Because it really is quite the story, and it's quite the tale of faith, and really it's the culmination of all of my spiritual work that I had been doing for about 1.5 years. I had been working so diligently, collecting soul fragments, if you will. What I do within the astral realm when I'm in meditative state is I collect soul fragments and I bring them to what I would consider my own tower, and it is this beautiful tower of elaborate creation, and it is a spiral of, and it's stone. Like, when I say stone, it is a living, breathing organism of life. And what I do, I'll go through astrally and I'll collect soul fragments in my meditations, and I'll bring them to this tower. And usually, again, let me give you some examples of some of the soul fragments. I would love to share with you, again, this will be my story, but this is the culmination of all the stories that I'm gonna share a little bit about. My inner child, my inner teenager, the portion of skEYE that was terrified to interact with interdimensional beings because of sorry, I'm in my bathing suit as well. I'm on my way to the beach, and my angel's like, before you go enjoy the sun, share a little bit of your light with people. And I'm like, okay. So I'm in my bathing suit. So If you see my my body, it's fine. I'm fully clothed. It's just I'm in my bathing suit. Okay, back to my story. I've been collecting soul fragments, bringing them to this tower. And this tower, what I would do is I would escort these soul fragments up, and there was an archway. And beyond the archway, I was never able to attend. I was never offered the invitation, if you will, to walk through this gateway that, again, I didn't know what was on the other side. All I could perceive was this angelic presence that was standing there saying, not for you, but allow the soul fragments to come through. Not for you, but allow the soul fragments to come through. So for about 1.5 years in my meditative practices, I'd love to share those with you as well. My angels are like, they want to know how. Yeah, okay, I'll share eventually. Just be patient. So much going on. I had never had the opportunity to walk through this gate, this gateway. And what has happened, all of a sudden, I had been in my meditative process and I had been observing my own state of awareness and how I integrate through my own awareness to find my Christed essence and to cleanse my being. And so one day, as I was entering my ritual bath, which I had done every single night for 1.5 years, every single night. And my baths were like 3 hours long sometimes. Like when I tell you that I took my healing seriously, I had to shift and change and literally shed the illusion and the karmic patterns that the old skEYE had brought with her, within her energetic presence. I assumed her karmic patterns so that she could be let free when she gave me her body. Again, there's so many things to unpack there, so ask questions if you want. Genuinely, I get it. There's a lot going on with me. Anyways, one day I was in my bath and I had entered my meditative state, and I was not even in a state of flying yet. I didn't even call in my angels. I didn't even get there, but all of a sudden I was not in my bathtub anymore. I was transported into another body, and this particular body, I was surrounded by people, and they all knew who I was, and it was like all at once, every single one of them turned like, skEYE knows that she's here, she's embodied. And when I tell you I wanted to take it all in one single instant, my eyes adjusted. I could see everyone. I could see and I didn't know their names, but I knew them. I knew everyone there, and they knew me. They knew that I was there. And all of a sudden, I looked up, and above me, there were 2 rainbows, literally rainbow filamented structures that were holding this entire prismatic creation together. And I was like, what am I seeing right now? 1 second. Because it was exciting. It was so exciting. I was looking up and my face was like, my whole body shaking in the bath. Literally, my body is shaking. And I know I'm in the bath, but I also know that I am fully embodied in a different aspect, a higher state of awareness, in a heavenly, it was heaven. It was a different level of heaven. And it was held with rainbows together. And all of a sudden, it was like I was taking all of this in, ding, 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 ding. Like, it was a moment. And I felt Archangel Gabriel come, and he grabbed me. And I was taken from this state of awareness, and I was flown directly, and I was, boom, and I was put in front of my tower. I was put in front of the very tower that I had brought every soul fragment to with me. And all of a sudden, it was the angels that brought me there. And I looked at Gabriel and I was like, whoa, whoa, me? It's my turn now? I get to go through? No words were exchanged. No words are usually ever exchanged. Telepathy happens with our hearts, so when our hearts are open, we can fly and we can commune with the angels so beautifully. There were no words that were exchanged, and I was granted access to the same tower that I had brought every aspect of my shadow self. Now I was able to go up. Okay, cool. So I start walking up this spiraled staircase, and this time it was different because I wasn't holding someone else's hand. It was just me. I was the only one that was taking this journey. And when I got to the top, when I got to the gate and the doorway, it was Archangel Michael that was there waiting for me. The angelic presence that was always there to accept those soul fragments that I had collected like Pokemon. Now he was waiting for me. I'm gonna cry. It was the most beautiful thing. I am honored to share these moments with you. And I looked at him and I was like, I get to go through? Yes, my love. Look, I don't know if I'll be able to show you. I can't. It's 14:40 on my clock. It was just recording for 12 minutes and 21 seconds. And my kilometers on my car are at 114, so I'll keep going even though I'm so proud of everything that we've accomplished. I just want to cry, so I'll just bravely strike through this. These are my most intimate moments with God, so I'm honored to share them with you. So I'm looking at Archangel Michael and I'm like, it's my turn to go through. Like, what do I do? What do I do? Just go through, walk through. And I'm like, it's as easy as that? Yes. It was always as easy as that. Just walk through. I'm like, okay. So I took his hand and we walked through the gate together. And all of a sudden, I wasn't looking up at the rainbow of the structured creation. I was looking down at a bridge-like structure of perfect, it was a kaleidoscope of creation. And when I tell you that it was breathing in its own organic way, and we had established a united vision within ourselves so that we could access it, that's heaven on earth. I'm in my car crying and people are walking by. That's okay, they don't understand. I stayed there for a while observing, because what do you do with all of that? I mean, now that I've been in physical form, I have accessed this higher state of heavenly presence within a different physicality. It was my etherical form that I awoken into was still very physically potent. I felt very physically present in it, like I do now, light and fluffy and enjoyable, and it was my being. And she was, I didn't even get a chance to see what I looked like. I just knew that she was beautiful. Anyway, And I saw all of you. That's the trippiest thing. I saw everyone else. And how do you go from there to then being escorted by the angels through your own tower to the other side of creation, beyond the void? You know what it looked like? It kind of looked like a bubble. Like if I was up here, okay, I'm up here in all of our potency, all of our power, okay? And here was this orbed rainbow kaleidoscope of creation, and it was maneuvering and luminescent, and it was enjoyable, and I knew that everyone that was in it, we had honored them with our hearts. We had collected every aspect of our presence that was necessary in order for me to attain this next level of awareness. So I was saying to my angels, I was like, okay, that's great. Like, what do I tell them that? Like, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you my stories, but like, what does it mean to you? What does it mean to you? That this is heaven. That you are living heaven on earth right now, and that these aspects, this world that I have tended to so beautifully within my own heart, is birthed now into reality because I chose to honor myself so diligently within. Shadow work? It's more exciting than that. You're collecting soul fragments. You're honoring your own creation, and you are collecting pieces of yourself that you have denied, and now you are bringing them home to be loved. My nose is now runny. I'm so weird. Like, crying 1 minute, laughing 1 minute, runny noses. I'm a human. Boldly, authentically real and wild. You think I want to tame myself? I achieved heaven on earth, embodied in human form, to show you that it was possible and what it looks like. It doesn't look like what you think. I'm not going to die and wait for heaven. I'm going to embody it now. I accidentally woke up in heaven. I swear. Genuinely, even in my own life, everything is happening for me now. Everything. All of my dreams, they're all aligning in perfect harmony. Why? Because I honored myself. I honored my moments. I honored my walk with God. I woke up in heaven by mistake. And I woke up as skEYE in return. An embodied, beautiful, angelic presence that is potent and holds all authority in a spiritual essence held within a very physical reality. I accidentally woke up in heaven. Choose yourself. How do you accidentally wake up in heaven? You already are. You choose it. You walk faithfully knowing that every single trigger that you have is an opportunity to choose your highest self, to align with God and offer yourself love that nobody else has ever been able to give you. Love your neighbor as yourself. Yeshua, love your neighbor as yourself. Yeshua, love your neighbor as yourself. That nobody does. I love you the way that I love myself, fearlessly and bravely and potently, and enough to tell you to choose yourself bravely. Nobody else is going to. It has to be you. It has to be you. You have to choose you. And you wake up in heaven accidentally. You choose to. That's free will. can't save you, but I can offer you my stories in hopes that maybe you will take yourself seriously. I think it's gonna rain. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to go to the beach, but my loves, now I don't even care because my heart is so satisfied. I've been waiting to make this video, and again, now that I know it's this easy, oh my gosh, stop it now. It's that easy. I have to figure out how to upload it. But again, it's going to be that easy. Why? Because I pressed play to begin with. I cannot fail. I am embodied spirit, completely magnetized to truth. So if you're seeking truth, you're right here. I'm right here. Life is truth. Life is abundance. It just doesn't look the way that you anticipated because you had an expectation. Oh. To wake up in heaven accidentally is to know that you are safe to enjoy your now. To cultivate heaven now is to honor a future version of yourself that is ready to embody abundance, that is ready to move forward faithfully, that is ready to have a spiritual authority, because these gurus, these people all over the internet that have the answers, and they'll read your cards and they'll get, and then, yeah, I could do that for you, but it is your job to do the inner work that is necessary to arrive at these higher states of awareness. I can't do it for you. I tried. It was painful for me. I can't grab you and pull you up. You can rise with me. Rise with me. Do you? Where are your passions? Where are your pursuits? Where are your loves? Because life is love. Love is life. Abundance is being present, accepting the moment. You already woke up in heaven. My spirit was saying, some angels have forgotten. They only forgot that we're here. We're already here. We did it. And I accept all of my own doubt within myself now falls and is humbly given to my own surrender, because I can do all things. I can do it all. There's a hunger that is birthed in you, a desire, a passion, a pursuit. I want to share my journey with you now. I was terrified to share my journey. Oh God, I was terrified. Because nobody understood it. But I have a feeling that you're going to, so welcome to my accidental heaven. And we have such cute faces. I love you. I accidentally woke up in heaven. And the archangels honored me to help me understand what I was experiencing. I am a multi-dimensional being that experiences life on all planes of existence all at once. And so I get to choose from what perspective I exist in. I choose heaven. I choose it. Because you can't remove me from my divinity. I exist in the presence of the Almighty in all moments. I access the throne room and speak to the Most High. I am a child of God. And I am honored to be here as Skye with these little tiny hands and this cute little face and this lion mane of hair. Leo season, welcome. This is my lion hair, by the way. This is what I look like. Thank you. Thank you for letting me share my story. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for exploring life with me. And I'll share more because now I know it's not as scary as I thought. I'm growing and I'm learning and I'm evolving, and I'm honored that you want to do it with me. So, episode 2. Here I am. Live and in living color, right? I love you guys. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Blessings. I love you. Always. And if you're looking to connect with me, I'll post my socials. And you can always connect with me anyway, through your heart. I'm here for you. I'm here to honor you, and I'm here to grow with you as we explore what it means to be an angel in physical form, beyond an angel, God. I'm not afraid. I love being God. I love being a fractal of God, and I welcome myself as such, and I honor myself as such, and I welcome you as my sibling in Christ. Have a wonderful day. I'm actually gonna leave this time. You'll notice that like I'm notorious for like not actually leaving, but I'm going to this time. Okay, bye.